the word down. It's as if the poet wants to leave us in no doubt whatsoever that the prices are indeed in decline. But in case there was still any lingering doubt, he goes on to clarify, down, down, they're staying down. The descent of the prices here, a knowing nod to the fall of man in Milton's Paradise Lost. And it's worth spending a little bit of time looking at the rhyming scheme, which is sophisticated, I think, and is cleverly and unexpectedly rhymed down with down. It's in the next two lines that the poet really begins to reveal his hand. A big red foam hand, as it turns out. Now, if we take these two lines together, two things immediately leap out at us. First, by rhyming hand with hand, the rhyming scheme has, if anything, become even more intricate. But second is the question of audience, yeah? Who is the poem addressed to? Is it his wife, his mistress, or just some other doubting simpleton who needs constant reassurance about his supermarket savings? Some scholars, such as F.R. Leavis, have argued the poem is in fact written to his 2-year-old daughter, which might explain the childlike, almost infantile tone we find in the next two lines. Down and down and down they go, again, 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 again. Here the rhyming scheme is being dispensed with altogether as the poet abandons a life of order and surrenders himself instead to the chaos and ecstasy of affordable groceries. Which brings us to the final line, and the circle is closed. As the poet returns to that central motif of the prices being well and truly down. Now, in its day, this poem was greatly admired, and years later it was even used in a television commercial for the Coles retail chain, who couldn't believe their luck that someone had written a poem about their competitive pricing policies all those centuries earlier. In the ad, I don't know if anyone's seen it, but in the ad, it doesn't get played very often. In the ad, the poem is set to music by the UK rock band Status Quo. And this is a little side note, a footnote, if you will. Status Quo weren't actually the only band who Coles approached for this particular gig. They actually auditioned a whole range of big-name, top musical acts, including John Lennon.
Yeah, thank you very much. Proud to be here tonight. I'm a very big fan of Coles. Coles is bigger than Jesus. Imagine half-price Devons.
I liked Lennon's approach, but it's keener for him to adapt something from the Beatles songbook.
I am he as you are he, as frozen peas are 2 for 3 at Coles. Looking out a run for discounted buns and Curtis Stone recipes.
Now, as much as Coles really did enjoy working with Lennon, they became frustrated by Yoko Ono's insistence on joining John in the ad to screech about the freshness of the produce. So they had to continue the search, and next through the door of the audition room was another huge name from British rock, Mr. Elton John.
And I know they're gonna keep the prices down. They'll go down and they're gonna stay right down. There are no prices quite as low as Coles. Oh no, no, no. Check out Rugged Leaves. Rugged Leaves, sold in plastic packets, pre-washed. Yeah, Rugged Leaves.
Here Coles felt Elton John's song was too specifically focused on rocket leaves, and what they were seeking was a broader message. And so the search continued, and now they took that search to the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, to the United States of America. And who better, in an incredibly convincing wig, than the US folk legend, Mr. Bob Dylan. question that Dylan brought a clarity and directness to his message that all the other auditioners had lacked. But in the end...
So he's smiling.
Take me back.
Bob Dylan, ladies and gentlemen. Paul offered the job to Bob Dylan, but he turned them down because he had a prior commitment to score the music in the Amy ads with Rhonda and Couture. And so the Pauls were stumped. Who could they get to do the ad? Then they had a brainwave, an incredibly lateral idea. They decided to find the world of children's entertainment, and who better than Mr. Rolf Harris?
Hello. I'm Jake the pig with the kid between the legs.